Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, wanted to seek the blessing of Radha Madhav, Radha Shamsundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, the Singhadev Bhagavan, Jagannath, Balade Subhadra, Rishi Gonitai, Tulsimani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. We are on chapter 26 of the 10th canto. So today's chapter is called Wonderful Krishna. In this chapter, Nanda Maharaj describes Krishna's opulence to the cowherd men, as Nanda had heard of them from Garga Muni. The cowherd men, unaware of Lord Krishna's power, were amazed to see him perform various extraordinary activities. And they just saw him lift Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights. The men approached Nanda Maharaj and told him that after seeing how Krishna, a boy only 7 years old, had lifted a mountain, and how he had previously killed so many demons and generated extreme attraction in the hearts of everyone in Vrindavan, the men had become doubtful and bewildered about how Sri Krishna could possibly have taken birth in the unsuitable environment of a cowherd community. They recounted his wonderful pastimes. So this is indeed something that is very bewildering, because there's no logic to it. How can God appear as a cowherd boy? Right? Does it make sense? Is it real? Is it true? Well, according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, according to the gurus, according to the devotees, this is very much true. And originally, Krishna's his occupational duty, if you like, is that of a cowherd boy. This is God, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is his constitutional position. He's, of course, at the same time, the Supreme Lord, in charge of everything, omniscient or all-powerful, omnipotent. But at the same time, he is, in essence, a cowherd boy. That's his original form, which is incredible, to be honest. As a mere infant who had hardly yet opened his eyes, he drank the breast milk of the powerful demoness, Putana, and then sucked out her very life air as well. She was 6 days old. He was only 6 days old. He closed his eyes, suddenly sucked her milk, poison, and life out. When she fell, Putana expanded 12 miles high, and there was huge noise. The ground shook. Kamsa's forest was destroyed. Brajavasis were scared, coming running, and saw Krishna playing on the breast. There he is, playing on Putana's body. And what did Krishna do? He promoted her to the spiritual world as a nurse, like a mother, even though she wanted to kill him. For one moment, she felt motherly affection towards Krishna, and that was enough for the Lord to liberate her. Her body was burned, which gave the fragrance of aguru, which is a very nice fragrance, due to Krishna's touch. And there's a really nice lesson to learn from this. Krishna accepted Putana's poison and gave her a position of mother. When we serve in a favorable mood, how much more Krishna will be happy with us. So if he gives such a benediction to one who's unfavorable, what does he do to those who are favorable towards him? When only 3 months old, little Krishna kicking a huge cart, Sakatasura, he was laying beneath a huge cart. Then the cart fell and turned upside down. So this is Krishna there, and this demon had disguised himself as a cart, planning to fall on Krishna to kill him. In his previous life, Sakatasura, that's the cart demon, was Utkacha, son of demon Hiranyaksha, While having fun in the forest, he trampled and destroyed the green trees and the creepers of Rishi Lomasha ashram. The Rishi became angry and cursed him, "May you become bodiless." Utkacha realized his fault and fell at the feet of the Rishi and begged for forgiveness. Pleased by Utkacha's act, the Rishi said, "You will be liberated from the curse by the touch of Krishna's feet." And now, by a casual kick from Krishna, Satakasura was liberated from his curse and attained moksha. At the age of 1, he was taken up into the sky by the demon Trinivarta. But baby Krishna grabbed the demon's neck, causing him great pain and thus killed him. Trinivarta. He was like a cyclone. He was sent by Kamsa to take Krishna high up and then hurt him. But what did Krishna do? He just hugged him, sucked his, and then he grabbed his neck and took out his life. Once his mother tied him with ropes to a mortar. Then, crawling on his hands, he dragged the mortar between a pair of urgent trees and pulled them down. How is that possible? Another time, when Krishna was tending the calves in the forest together with Balaram and the cowherd boys, the demon Bakasura came with the intention of killing Krishna. But Krishna seized the inimical demon by the mouth and tore him apart. There he is. Bakasura. Desiring to kill Krishna, the demon Vatsa disguised himself as a calf and entered amongst Krishna's calves. But Krishna killed the demon and, using his body, enjoyed the sport of knocking kapita fruits down from the trees. And this was one of Krishna's parts. They would always have a bit of a fight with the demon just before lunch. And they would use that demon to knock out some fruits from the trees and enjoy those fruits. That was one of their daily pastimes. And this is one of them. Together with Lord Balaram, Krishna killed the jackass demons and all his friends, thereby securing the safety of Talavan forest, which was abound by fully ripened palm fruits. There you go, another one. After arranging for the mighty Lord Balaram to kill the terrible demon Pralambasura, Krishna saved Vraja's cowherd boys and their animals from a forest fire. So many things the cowherd boy men are recounting. This is Balaram knocking out Pralambasura, who was disguised as a cowherd boy. Krishna chastised the most poisonous serpent, Kalia, and after humbling him, he drove him forcibly from the lake of Yamuna. In this way, the Lord made the water of that river free from the snake's powerful poison, and even had a dance on the hoods of the snake. Everything is an art for the Lord. Even the killing of the demon is an art. It's done gracefully. Nanda replied by relating to them what Garga Muni had told them about Sri Krishna. Garga Muni had said, in his previous 3 ages, Nanda's boy had manifested himself in white, red, and yellow forms, whereas now, in Dwapar Yuga, he had assumed a darkish blue form, Krishna Rup. Because he descended as the son of Vasudev, one of his many names is Vasudev. So Vasudev. And he has innumerable other names, indicating his many qualities and activities. This is Garga Muni during Krishna's name-giving ceremony, which was done in a hidden format. Garga Muni had predicted that Krishna would prevent all sorts of catastrophes in Gokul, spreading unlimited auspiciousness and increasing the ecstasy of the cowherd men and women. In a previous age, he had provided protection for the saintly Brahmins when they were harassed by low-class dacoits and there was no proper ruler in society. This is in previous ages, as Ram, as Varaha. As the demons in the higher planets can never defeat the demigods who have Lord Vishnu on their side, no enemy can ever defeat those who love Krishna. In his affinity for his devotees and in his opulence and power, Krishna is just like Lord Narayan himself. In fact, he's the source of Narayan. This was all told by Garga Muni to Nand Maharaj. Overjoyed and awestruck by Garga Muni's statements, the cowherd man concluded Krishna must be an empowered representative of the Supreme Lord Narayan. Thus they worshipped him and Nanda Maharaj. And of course, according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Stu Bhagavan Swami, he is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom even Narayan comes. Narayan is an incarnation, very powerful, as powerful as Krishna. Indra became angry when his sacrifice was disrupted, and thus he caused rain and hail to fall on Goku, accompanied by lightning and powerful winds, all of which brought great suffering to the cowherd men, animals, and women there. When Lord Krishna, who by nature is always compassionate, saw the condition of those who had only him as his shelter, he smiled broadly and lifted Govardhan Hill with one hand, just as a small child picks up a mushroom to play with it. Holding up the hill, he protected the cowherd community. May he, Govinda, the lord of all the cows and the destroyer of Indra's false pride, be pleased with me. These are nice prayers. This is Giridhari, Giriraj. He's worshipped as Krishna himself. Give up the 7 shelters. So Krishna held up Govardhan for 7 days, 7 nights, so that he can give us the 7 shelters. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.41, 11th Canto, chapter 5, text 41. So demigods, we can respect the demigods, but there's no need to worship or take shelter of them. Krishna is our shelter. The great sages as well. We can, again, respect them. We can learn from them. Ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or one's forefathers who have passed away. No need. If we've taken shelter of Krishna, then this is already included within that. O King, one who has given up all material duties, has taken full shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, who offers shelter to all, is not indebted to the demigods, the great sages, ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or even one's forefathers who have passed away. So this is that list. Since all such classes of living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such persons separately. So the blessings of these personalities are already included in the protection of Krishna. Just like in a 50-pound note, the 20-pound, the 10-pound, and the 5-pound notes are already included. Don't need the other notes. Chapter 27. Lord Indra and Mother Surabhi offer prayers. So this is continuation from the Govardhan Leela. This chapter describes how the Surabhi cow and Indra, having seen the amazing power of Lord Krishna, performed a bathing ceremony for him. After Krishna had lifted Govardhan Hill and thus protected the inhabitants of Braj from the horrible Surabhi, the mother of the cows, came from her planet to see Krishna. She was accompanied by Indra. Ashamed of having attacked when this violent storm, Indra approached Krishna in a solitary place. Indra fell down and laid his helmet, whose effulgence was as brilliant as the sun, upon the Lord's lotus feet. Indra stated that although Sri Krishna is never caught in the current of material illusion, which is born of ignorance, he nevertheless accepts a human-like body and performs various activities to establish religious principles and chastise the wicked. By this means, he crushes the false prestige of those who presume themselves great controllers, like Indra himself, giving them an opportunity to quickly give up their conceit and directly take to the path of spirituality. So this is the beauty of the Lord. He will see an issue and he will rectify that issue. This is kindness. This is compassion. If he didn't correct us and let us continue in our illusion, then we would be in deep trouble. But he's very kind. He corrects us. If we take shelter of him, he corrects us. Indra went on to declare that Krishna is the Father, the Guru, the Lord of all living entities, and that in the form of time, he is the agent of the punishment upon the sinful. So time destroys everything, but time also brings about the karma, the karmic reactions that we are suffering, only due to time. The karma will always find us. Indra pays obeisances unto the Lord, prayed for forgiveness for trying to destroy the Brijbasis due to his false pride. Whew. So Krishna was 7 years, 2 months, 17 days at that time. So what did Krishna say to him? Somewhat satisfied with Indra's prayer, not fully. He told him he had stopped the Indra Yakya so that Indra, puffed up as he was with false pride, would remember the Lord. Persons intoxicated by material opulence never see him standing before them with the rod of punishment in his hand. They're too blind, right? Because they are so successful in material opulence, they're thinking, I am the doer. I don't need anybody. I don't need God. Therefore, if Lord Krishna desires the actual good fortune of some person, he brings him down from his position of opulence. So this is a blessing. Often this will be seen as punishment, but it's not. It's blessing. He told Indra to resume his position as king of heaven, but be sober without false pride. So actually the position was that Krishna was not happy with Indra at all. And even after these prayers, Krishna was hurt that Indra tried to harm his own family, Brijbasis, who are very dear to him. And Indra knew this. Indra knew what he had done was so bad because he had hurt those who love Krishna the most. And Indra has some intelligence. He brought Surabhi with him because he knew Krishna may not forgive him. But if Surabhi begs on behalf of Indra, then Krishna will definitely listen to Surabhi because Krishna loves Surabhi. Indra, along with the cow, Surabhi, then performed a bathing ceremony for Krishna using the water of the heavenly Ganga from the trunks of Indra's elephant carrier, Airyavrat, and the milk of Mother Surabhi. Indra and Surabhi took this opportunity to bestow upon the Lord the name Govinda. So this is where the name Govinda comes. Go, Gomata, Govinda means protector of the cows, Govinda. And the demigods showered flowers, recited various prayers. Upon the ceremony of bathing of Lord Krishna, all living entities, even those cruel by nature, like scorpions or snakes, became entirely free of enmity. After he had ceremonially bathed Lord Govinda, who is the master of the cows, the cowherd community, King Indra took the Lord's permission and, surrounded by the demigods and other high beings, returned to his heavenly abode. Indra, the king of heaven, realized his mistake. He immediately fell down. So this is a summary of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So we can see here, this is the bathing ceremony going on thanks to Airyavrat, the elephant carrier of Indra. Although his own crown, Indra's crown, was dazzling like sunshine. Indra knew about the exalted position of Krishna because Krishna is the master of Indra, but he could not believe that Krishna could come down and live in Vrindavan amongst the cowherd men. This is actually very bewildering. Krishna is just acting like an ordinary cowherd boy. Now, with his false pride, false puffed up. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Pravin.
I can see now you're going to read about it that he's praying for forgiveness, what he done.
Yes. That's correct.
Yeah, I just saw it. Anyway, I was going to ask,
Hmm.
did he ask for forgiveness?
Oh, he did, he did. And Krishna was not interested in forgiving him. But because Surabhi had come, she also pleaded on behalf of Indra.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the beauty of Gomata.
Anyway, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna never refuses Gomata. Krishna was unhappy because Indra tried to kill his loved ones by the heavy rainfall. Indra also brought Surabhi cow with him, who asked for forgiveness on Indra's behalf, and because Krishna loves cows, he forgave Indra. Krishna was named as Govinda, protector of the cows. A lesson to learn: Krishna is very kind. Even such a big mistakes of Indra was forgiven. Wow. Chapter 28. Krishna rescues Nanda Maharaj from the abode of Varun. This chapter describes how Lord Krishna brought Nanda Maharaj back from the abode of Varun and how the cowherd men saw Vaikuntha. The king of the cowherds, Nanda Maharaj, observed the prescribed fast on the 11th day of the lunar month and then considered how to break his fast properly on the 12th day. So this is Ekadashi. Very interesting how Brijvasi is following Ekadashi. They don't have to do any tapasya because they're already so close to Krishna. But they do, as an example for us. So they'd done Ekadashi, then they were considering how to finish the fast. By circumstance, only a few minutes remained. And so Nandamara decided to take his bath at the very end of the night. Although astrologically this was an inauspicious time. Thus he entered the water of the Yamuna. A servant of Varun, the demigod of the ocean, noticed Nand Maharaj entering the water at a time forbidden by scripture and took him away to the demigod's abode. In the early morning, the cowherd men unsuccessfully searched for Nanda. But Lord Krishna immediately understood the situation and he went to see. Varun. Varun worships Krishna with great and variegated festivity. Afterwards, he begged the Lord to forgive his servant for having foolishly arrested the king of the cowherds. Varun said, O Krishna, O seer of everything, please give your mercy even to me. O Govinda, you are the most affectionate to your father. Please take him home. So, Just a quick summary. This was when Krishna was 7 years, 2 months, and 18 days. Nand Maharaj was bathing early in the morning at an inauspicious time, and the servants of Varun arrested him and brought him before Varun. When he was taken, Nand called out to Krishna and Balaram. They came to Varun, who received them with respect. He apologized for arresting Nanda and thanked Krishna for his darshan and worshipped him, stating his life is successful now that he has seen Krishna. So even the demigods worship Krishna. This is a good lesson. Varun is one of the most powerful of the demigods. Nand Maharaj had been astonished to see for the first time the great opulence of Varun, the ruler of the ocean planet, and also to see how Varun and his servants had offered such humble respect to Krishna. Nanda was amazed to see the influence Krishna exerted in the court of Varun Dev. And after returning home, he described his experience to his friends and relatives. They all thought Krishna must be the Supreme Personality of Godhead and wanted to see his supreme abode. So this is very interesting because they always thought he was something special, but now Nand Maharaj is personally witnessing Varun worshipping Krishna. Whoa, Krishna must be Supreme Lord. And we want to see where you live. And Krishna is very kind. Thereupon, the omniscient personality of Godhead arranged for them to bathe in the same lake where Akrur will in the future have his vision of the absolute truth. There the Lord revealed to them the spiritual world, which is realized by great sages in their mystic trance. Nand Maharaj and the other cowherd men felt the greatest happiness when they saw that transcendental abode. They were especially amazed to see Krishna himself there, surrounded by personified Vedas, who are offering him prayers. Wow. So, this is what they saw. They saw Vaikuntha, they saw Golok Vrindavan. So, quick summary. Nanda was amazed that Varun was worshipping his child. He could not understand that Varun had worshipped Krishna because he's a Supreme Lord. Rather, he took it that because Krishna was such a wonderful child, he had been respected even by Varun. The cowherd men became eager to know if Krishna was actually the Supreme Personality and if he was going to give them, salvation. When they were all thus consulting amongst themselves, Krishna understood their minds, and in order to assure them of their destiny in the spiritual kingdom, he showed them the spiritual sky. Amazing. And this is a really rough idea of the whole of the creation, including the material and spiritual worlds. We start with Golok Vrindavan, which is in the spiritual kingdom, then Ayodhya. Below Ayodhya is Vaikuntha. And surrounding everything is the effulgence of the Lord, this great sunshine emanating from the Lord. Then there's Shivalok, Maheshdam, half of which is in this spiritual world, half of which is in the material world. And it's actually based in the northeast corner here of the spiritual world, the Vaikuntha planets. This is where Sadashiva lives. And half of his planet is in the spiritual world. The other half is in the material world. And this is material world. The material world is here, and it's a very small part of, it's like less than a quarter of the whole creation. Is this Devi Dham, the material world? Very tiny. So we can stop there. Any questions or any comments, please? If there's nothing, we can stop and we can continue tomorrow. Srimad Bhagavad Puran. Oh, really? Yes. Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai.